Welcome to Laurie's Little Studio. I'm Laurie and this is a mess. But today I'm going to do something I didn't think I would do. I don't like this. I do not like this journal. I thought I would, but I'm not happy with it. So we're going to just start over again. I'm going to remove the signatures. Remember, I used elastic bands. So of course I can save my paper, thank goodness. I'll just repurpose this in some form or fashion. I don't know if I'll be removing these items. I may try to at some point. Of course, I'm not going to throw this away. It's just kind of a meh for me. I think it's the tape and it just looks, doesn't mean I can't use some of it. So I went through all of the books in my kitchen and I found this little A to Z book that I'm not using. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put this in here. I need to do that. So let me take care of that real quick. Okay. So my plan is to remove this cover. I will save it for something. And I am going to turn this into a journal. I think rather than remove all of the pages, I might keep some, I might decorate around. These pages in the front will probably go. Keep that. Yeah. So in fact, I'm not going to tear. I will use my sharp little blade here. And I found a bunch of cards that I like from the card collection that I have that I'm going to use as paper to put in here. Okay, see, I'll probably cover that up. I don't know why I said probably, because I will definitely be covering that up with some fun things. I need to put these away. I almost used my Kai scissors to cut paper yesterday. Oh, be still my heart. It scared me half to death. So, like this right here just kind of looks like a stamp. Perfect. Now sometime in the future I have an entire packet of ephemera that is supposed to be arriving any day now. I ordered it off of Etsy and it's coming from England, and I feel like maybe it should have been here by now. I don't know, but my hope is that yes, indeed, it will be here any day. Okay, so there's that. Well, of course, we'll hang on to this. And then I also have a matching larger one. And to be honest with you, there are so many cards in my card drawer in my studio over here that I have either received, which we're going to look at some of those in just a minute, or that I purchased to use 100 years ago and never have. Okay, I would love to cover that up right there because I love that cup of tea. I think that might be Yeah, that would end up covering it up too much. Okay, so I'm gonna go dig around and see what else I can find and get right back over here. Okay, so here's one thing I can use. I think they refer to these as a belly band. I'm gonna go ahead and let's just see. We'll cover up the words. I don't need that. I will draw a line right where it hits the edge. Cut it off. Okay. And then I'm just going to glue it on each end. We'll see how that works. And this is what this looks like. It has like a little dashed line right along the edge. It's kind of cute. Okay. Oh. Yeah, that's cute. Oh, how cute. It's very dimensional and very cute. I love it. Alright guys, so I was talking to my oldest daughter, the one who lives down in Oregon, and while I talked to her on the phone, I switched it out. This looks like a weird little spot right here that maybe the ring light is. There we go. Oh, that was like magic, wasn't it? So you can see it's brand new. It's gorgeous. I'm going to try to find the link for this mat because it was only one of a handful in the size of this table. And this table is literally, as you can see, the far left side starts at the number 1 and it's up against the very edge of the table over there. And then all the way over here, it goes right down here to, this would be 60. And that's the end of the table. So it is truly 60 inches by 33 inches. This is, well, actually 34 inches. So if we count this right here as 1 inch, and then there's another one that looks just like this, you know, this little X right here on the other end, and the marked numbers go 1 through 32, so that would be 33, 34. So that's what I used when I ordered this, and it fits this table perfectly. I mean, there's not an inch that's not completely covered, all the way across this way, all the way back this way. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I love the fact that it fit. The contrast between this kind of buff, eggshell, creamy, I don't know, blurry white. I don't know what it is. It's like, I don't know what you would call this. It's almost just like opaque clear, I guess. And then the dark burgundy, it just works for me. You know, my favorite colors are teal and red, so, or blue and red, a version of blue and red. That is really my, I'm going to say it, my brand. But anyway, so this is where I am at the moment, and I want real quick, before I do anything else, to show you what I have right here. I may get a phone call, and if I do, we'll come back to this. But I'm going to remove these rings. Not my wedding ring. Put on my white gloves. These are just plain white cotton gloves. I found them on Amazon. It was 2 in a pack, and they are, I think I paid $4 or $5 for the whole 2 pair. They're what band students use, and moms who want to sleep with lotion on at night. The wonderful thing about them is when you're working with an heirloom, which is what this right here is, you have a barrier between your skin oil, any dirt and grime that might be on your hands if you're out gardening and you want to come in and do something. Great investment. I'm sorry, I just turned my camera off for a second there, but they are a great investment because they're not very expensive. So let's zoom down. And this was sent, not this little piece here, I'll talk about this in a minute, but this was sent to me by a friend that I have known for a long time. And it was made by her, I want to say her grandmother made it. And she recently sort of relocated these lovelies and wants to frame this. It's a pillowcase that you can see has been done in lovely embroidery, but the hem stitched portion right here has come apart. And this is very common in old linens like this. These stitches are fairly fragile. This is a weak spot right here for almost any type of an heirloom of this nature, and it is almost completely gone. There's just a small little section from about here to here on this side, and here to here on this side. Oops. I'm not sure. I hope I'm getting all of this. So here's what I am going to have to do. I'm going to need to remove all of the stitches. These are beautifully done hem stitches. However, I do not believe that they were done by the person who did this gorgeous embroidery. I think what happened is this pillowcase was purchased and then this was either an iron-on or it could have very well been a design that was done by hand. You know, the artist who did this may have drawn this out and then did the embroidery, which is very common. It's beautifully done. It seems to be, it has excellent color. The colorway on each of these is perfect. The way these have been done is just beautiful. And I'm just enchanted by this single, it's like it's a half stitch in here, which to me looks just like actual font. Hello. It looks just like actual font. But as I said, this I think was just part of the manufacturing process. So my plan is to take this product, which is called Baby Entredeux. I'll take it out of the package. I purchased this on an Etsy shop that I have purchased from before. And again, I will try to remember to link it below. They always do such a nice job of sending out the items that I've purchased. But this is entredeux that is used if you don't want to do a hand stitch. So it will go in between. That's what entredeux means, in between. And it becomes that stitch that will bind these two together. Now the lead up on each side will be cut away. So all that will remain will be these little tiny hem stitch pieces. I'm going to try to get there we go. See? There we go. That's what it looks like. It basically mimics what's been done here. Mine is a little bit smaller, but I wasn't really sure how big the Baby Entredeux would be, and I didn't want it to be huge because I didn't find this to be too huge and obtrusive. So in the final analysis, I think I have made a good choice. So this is going to be a project, sorry that's sticking to my hands, that I'm going to work on in the next day or two. I feel that I need to get this taken care of and sent back to its original owner as soon as possible. But I feel better now that I have a clean, new surface to work on here at the studio. And once I get this taken care of, it won't take me any time at all. And we'll get it packed off and sent back to its original home. And she can get it framed. And I think it will be a lovely tribute to, you know, one of her legacy family members. I think it's a great way to honor those people by displaying the type of art that they've done. So anyway, I will be back in probably half a second for you and a little bit longer for me. Okay, so as you can see now, I am doing some cross stitch. Right. So I'm going to take a couple pieces of cardboard and let's see, I need these scissors that I cut paper with. I'm going to cut off these little swoopy ends and, okay, I think I'm going to need, maybe not, no. All right, I'm going to cut and cut again. I want just a couple inches of cardboard. Okay. Then I'm going to just kind of snip off so. And I'm going to do that on both sides. I think you know where I'm going with this. But I do have to have a way, and I don't think I can use the bird that I have. Got to have a way to keep the secondary pieces wound up. So this is 17053, and this is I'm going to write it on both. Well, it won't matter because I'll have to turn it over anyway. But I hadn't really planned on doing this one, and I got carried away, and I wasn't thinking that when you start a new cross-stitch project, you start right in the dead center. And my plan when I started was, weirdly, to just start working out here in the field, and that's not how you do that. So I have to have a way to keep these organized. So I have one of the blue, and then I've got my secondary 3-strand of the center of this design. So I need to make another one, and I'll probably just go ahead and make a few of these to keep with my project, so I'll be able to wind up as I go. Okay, the other thing that I do not have for this project is a highlighter, but I checked this pale green Sharpie. I wrote with it out here, and then I also drew a little straight line in an open area here, and then I put a mark right in the center of my design. And I count, you know, I can count this way and then come back if I want to and count this way. But I have to have a way to mark certain spots. I know a lot of people use a magnetized ruler system. Didn't work for me. I've used them in the past, but I don't care for them. I'll put it that way. They just get in the way. I prefer to just have a way to mark it on my design sheet. Alright, so these can all just stay in this little bag that I made the other day. They'll be happy right in there. These can go in here as well. They're just the second set of 3. Oh, I've got, you know what? I do have another one. I have another blue. There it is, right there. I knew I did. So all I have to do is add it to this one. So I'll just make sure that's tucked like so, and then wrap right on top. And there we go. So it should be safe and secure. These will just ride around down there. And then this is the one that I have right now. I'm going to go ahead and trim off the tail of this. So this is the back, and that's the front so far. I should probably keep a pencil in the bag. I may wish that I had not, no, I can't do that because it could mark all over this. Unless I had a way to keep it in there without, like if I had a cap or something to put on it, that would be great, but I don't. Okay, so the next set of stitches I need to count will be from the center going to the right. It looks like I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay. And I always angle my first stitch to the left. Let me get this and then we'll take a look. Thank goodness for the ring lights. Good gravy. Okay, and the scissors are attached to this little handle, like so. So this is a nice little carry bag. It's not too heavy, it's not too big, and it works just great. It's Laurie. I'm just going to tack this little opening video on the end of the video that I'm currently editing. That video would have been edited and up and out there, but for some computer issues. But those are resolved, I think, knock on wood. We're going to hope, and I'm going to go ahead and open these because I believe both this one and this one have to do with Laurie's little studio, and if that's the case, I'd like to share that with you guys. So let's just take a peek. I'm pretty sure I know what's in the big brown envelope, but I have no idea what's in here. We'll see. It might be a replacement for an item that was supposed to contain, I think it was 10 things, and only one thing arrived, so I don't know. I don't know what's in here. We'll find out. Dun dun. Huh. Oh, it's not. It's washi tape. Ah, of course it is, because I was kind of thinking it would be nice to have that today. I finished up my Christmas cards, but I don't have double-sided tape, so I had to craft bond glue them, no affiliation, non-sponsored, to the Christmas cards, and they were like thick, sticking up, and it was just, oh, I used my fabric weights to, I just untied that one, to hold the cards down, to hold the paintings down onto the cards, and then they were still just a little off. So I used some washi tape, this beautiful tape that I got for Christmas, which, by the way, I know it isn't Christmas yet. Today is the 17th of December 2021. The very first week of December this year, all of us got together. So we had, you know, my kids, their husbands, my husband, me, all of us were together here at our house, and we had our Christmas, because that is when we could do it. So yes, I received this pretty washi tape from my daughter down in Oregon as one of my Christmas presents. It was part of a set, which it's beautiful. And I got hooked. I'd never used washi tape before. So I ordered this, and I thought to myself, oh, it would be so neat if that package of washi tape arrived. Well, my cards went out, but of course, I didn't have this then, today. Oh my gosh, it just does not want to come out. Isn't that weird? Oh. Fuss, fiddle, fiddle, fuss. There we go. Okay, so it is a narrow French writing, and then world map, and then really skinny writing, and then a grid, and then Paris stickers, and tickets are right here, and then it looks like labels. Yeah, nightshade, books, that kind of thing. So we'll be using this in the studio for sure with the journal that I'm working on right now. It's called masking tape, but that's what washi tape is. But it doesn't stick to anything. I mean, it sticks, but it doesn't tear things. You know what washi tape is. Okay, so, yeah, okay, and I know what this is, and I hope that it will be good. I went to the lowest possible price point on this. I'm gonna say it was like maybe just slightly over $6. And when you see what it is, you're probably gonna say, wait a minute, why? Well, I want to try things that I think may be good that are affordable for anyone. Okay, so it is the Swing Line Compact Trimmer Smart Cut 12-inch. I don't think I'm really going to get into cutting bigger paper. I might. If I do, then I'll just have to get something a little bit bigger than that. But I wanted to see if it's easy to use and if it works. So I'm not going to tear the box up. My seam ripper to get this out. You know, these little tabs right here. There we go. And of course, I will link this. Well, I say I'll link it. I don't know that the description box is showing, so I will try to pin it in the comment section down below this video. Okay, I don't know what that thing was that fell. All right, this swings out, if I'm not mistaken. Right? There, okay. So that it gives you more measuring options right there. So let's just get a piece of paper and see what happens. Let's see. I think that might be the blade right there. And I can measure along. I see some lines and measurement options here as well as here. And then I can decide. Let's go. It's going to take me a minute to figure out how to measure. Oh, I see. Okay, so if I put this here, no, I think I have to put this. Oh my gosh, I don't have any idea. I'm just going to have to try. If I base it off of a mat, I should be okay. All right, here we go. Would you look at that? Now, did it get what I thought it got? No, it's a little bit bigger than I thought it would be. I'll have to practice. I will be completely honest, right out the gate, these measuring lines are hard to see. Black is not easy to see. I mean, it really isn't, even with my ring light on. once I lay it down flat, these numbers just kind of disappear. If it were tilted, it'd be easier to see them. But there are some measuring it looks like there's some measuring options. Yeah, if you have a piece of paper under here, you can see these little lines on the clear part. So just kind of figuring that out is probably my best bet. I don't like the way that got chopped right there, so let's... Ooh, it didn't cut down at the bottom. But that's good to know because you could do all kinds of fun stuff with this. Okay, so I'm very happy that I'm trying, you know, just a lower cost option for this. It claims to be Swingline, ACCO brands in Boonville, Mississippi, but it says made in China. And it is completely plastic. It does have rubberized little feet. So there are 2, and then 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Interesting. So they've put 1 here, and then 1 in the center, and then 2 on this end. And so when you set it down, it doesn't want to slide. It's kind of stuck, which I think is a great idea. So for $7 or whatever I paid, it was like $6.77 or something. As I said, I will link it down below. That's not bad. This is kind of spring-loaded. I guess if you have heavier, if you have heavier paper, I'm not sure it would be able to cut heavier paper because, to be honest with you, this little plastic blade is not the easiest thing to operate. I mean, it feels kind of dull. Maybe with use, I don't know. Oh yeah, it's getting easier for sure. But I'm happy that I have a paper trimmer now because, or cutter or whatever this is called, because cutting paper for the journal, it's a little difficult to cut straight lines. And I do have an entire package of, for lack of a better word, ephemera is coming from England. I know I've said it before, but I'll repeat it in case this is your first time with us. And by the way, if it is, thank you for joining. Welcome. The package of ephemera is coming from England, and it's like just a wild assortment of, I don't even know, but what caught my eye was that it appeared to be like Victorian, which is one of my fave eras. So we'll see. Okay. Look how cute. It's really skinny. I like this. That's really pretty. It's kind of a burnt, no. Is it burnt umber? Maybe, with a little bit of burgundy mixed in. And then this is just charming as heck. And these tickets are really cute. And I don't know what they call this. I'm just learning, you know. I have no idea. It's obviously a roll of like labels that would go on a bottle with weird, strange things like Fix-All and airplanes and nightshade and books and just cool stuff. And there we have it. All right, I'm going to get back to editing now that I can. And I hope that this was interesting. And like I said, look below this video for information pertaining to these 2 products. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so. We would love to have you join us. Thank you. Bye.